Welcome back to Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge. I'm Rod.
I'm Ryan.
So I want to thank my friend Ryan for coming out. He's from one of our local dealerships up here, Hank Graff, and he's been coming here for a long time. And but we joke around a lot, and he's one of the guys that actually wanted to get on camera with me. Go figure.
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's
Well,
do
shame
it.
on you, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Well, but thanks for coming on today. I
I
appreciate
appreciate
that a
you
lot.
having me. I'm excited.
Today, we are going to try a new one that just we're actually bringing in just for, and I'll probably carry it afterwards. But we're having our my father event Friday the 25th from 4 to 8 or 4 to 10 or 4 to midnight or whenever, because that's usually the way it goes. But it starts at 4 o'clock. My friend will be here running it, and I can't think of it. Mike Perales, good Lord, dude. I have one of those brain farts today. But we are doing the Don Pepin Garcia original, or they call it the Garcia Blue. I call it the Garcia Purple because I'm colorblind and it looks purple to me. But my wife says I'm wrong, so we'll go with the blue. Because that's what everybody tells me, what color it is. I am colorblind. It looks purple, but hey, whatever.
There's hints of purple in there. It's like lavender.
Okay, well, I'm good with that. I don't know what lavender is, but that's fine. So can you tell us what's in the blend?
Yeah, so this wrapper is going to be a Corojo Oscura, and the binder and the filler are both Nicaraguan, which is always a good smoke. In my opinion, I love Nicaraguan tobacco.
Man, and I like the Corojo myself. But all right, we just lit these up.
Yep.
And so right off the light, what are you getting right off the light?
It's real smooth, not harsh. You know, traditionally, sometimes I've had Nicaraguan cigars that are hot and peppery, I'll say, spicy, maybe a more seasoned cigar for the seasoned smoker. The guy, your friend that says, oh, I want to get into cigars. Sometimes maybe a Nicaraguan isn't the one to give
That's
them.
probably not a good one to
It's,
give
it's, it's the Looney Tunes green face thrown up in the corner.
I love that.
Yeah.
Actually, we've done that to a couple of my youngest son. We did that to him. Actually, it was great.
Real smooth, real even burn, great flavor. The one thing that I wanted your knowledge on. So, a couple of people that'll be watching this on my end. There's a bunch of different ways to cut a cigar. So there's punching it, which is kind of like a hole.
Yep, hole in the
And then
middle.
there's the V cut, which you and I did today.
Right.
And there's the true guillotine, where you just chop off the end, and then smoke it. What do you think the most popular is that you see?
I think it's coming around. So it used to be the guillotine. That was like the way to go, and then you'd have an occasional punch. Over the last probably 2 to 3 years, I see more V cuts than any other cut.
Yeah.
And actually, most of the guys, since I got the really cool V cutter here in the shop, most of the guys go with the V cut. It's just you get more smoke, you get more draw.
Yep.
It's so much better for the palate, enjoying the different flavors with the V cut, because it's a much broader smoke into your palate. So
Right.
it's
I like that too, because when you guillotine cut it, sometimes it looks like you had spinach dip at the office Christmas party, and it's all in your teeth. And, you don't know, and all of a sudden walk
Right.
out on the lot to talk to a
because some
customer.
of them are cutting it down past all the caps, and this is a triple cap.
Right.
So they cut it past the cap, and you're going, dude, your cigar's falling apart because you're supposed to just cut the tip of the cap off.
What do you mean by triple cap?
So if you look, see all the three
Yep.
lines.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is, and actually my father does this, Tatuai does this, Asylum does this. A lot of the companies now are going with the triple cap. So what
Okay.
it does is it makes it not as delicate. So when you cut it, the cigar isn't splitting at the top,
Okay.
and then so it gives you the feeling of not the buck-tooth beaver kind of thing, where you got
Yeah.
all the tobacco
Yep.
breaking out in your teeth, and you're going, "Hey, how you doing?"
Exactly.
It's the ladies going, "Nah, you need to get away
It's
from me."
something on
'cause
your
you got-"
lateral incisor there, sir.
Right. Exactly. So they do that now because people cut it different ways, and this keeps the top of the cigar together better.
Yeah.
So,
like it.
but as far as the Corojo Oscuro, and this is like a staple cigar for my father, that he puts that. Sometimes you get the leather in a cigar. This is probably one of his broadest cigars. That's why I call it the original. He changed the blend a little bit and added the Nicaraguan Oscuro Corojo. And this one is like, it's got the pepper that everybody likes. It's got the cocoa that everybody likes. It's got that leather. Um, it's got a spice to it. It's got a lot of different flavors that you recognize in different cigars through the My Father
Yes.
family. This one's got it all. It's
Yeah.
just it's got a ton of flavor, and I would say, we usually talk about, and I want to see where your palate is too. Would you say this is a light, medium, or full flavor cigar?
Well, I'm an avid cigar smoker, so I'm gonna probably say medium to full. But that's not to me because I like full-bodied things. But to that layman that's gonna
Yeah.
try a cigar, I would say medium to full-bodied.
I would say the
You
same
know?
thing. It's got a ton of flavor,
Yeah.
but it's not like twist your nuts kind of flavor.
Yep.
It's really nice. It's
No.
I know you don't hear that very often. I go like when I get like Isaac on here, and you could see the sweat pouring down Isaac's face. This is not one of those cigars, and that's what I love about guys that and Isaac's been smoking for a while, but he's like I've pushed him to broaden his palate over the last 6 months. So
Right.
when I hand him a cigar and he goes, "All right, is this one going to make me sweat?" And I go, "No, not at all." And then I get him on camera and he goes, "I hate you right now."
Need
And
the John Stockton headband.
right,
While he's-
right, yes, yes. So I'm gonna have to get him a couple of those the wristbands for playing tennis and
Dab on the forehead.
for his headband because I like putting him in a situation and I do with
I love it.
all of my closest friends. That's why they call me friends still for some reason. I don't get it,
Yeah.
but Dave the same way. He's like, "Oh yeah, this will be okay," and then he gets to sweating and going, "Okay, I've had enough of this one." Like the double arrow digger. He was like, "Okay, yeah, wow,
I
all
like
right."
those buckshots you have, the little shotgun guys.
Yeah,
Those bring the heat, and the hammer.
the weapons of mass destruction,
that's exactly
or
what that is.
the daisy cutter. Those are ones that make the armpits sweat quite a bit, and you got that stream going down the side of your
Yeah,
face.
don't smoke it fast.
No, that's
You're
definitely
stopping
not.
before you get to your destination.
But and this is definitely not one of those. This is very smooth. It's very creamy.
Yep.
A ton of flavor, but just a fun cigar to smoke.
The thing that I like a lot, I'm a big fan of, is I always like cigar wrappers. Like, there's so many different kinds of wrappers at my house. I have this real tall glass vase. It's probably 4 feet tall, but it's got all the bands from like the last 6 years. So I love different colors, different styles, and great tasting cigar, but a great looking wrapper, with the gold.
Great
and the-
band.
Yeah, great band. Yeah, sorry, great brand. Original. Great
Because the
cigar
wrapper, you're
band.
probably not going to
Yeah.
hang on to the
Yeah,
wrapper.
not gonna-
It's going to be a little
it's going to be gone.
charred.
Yeah.
But yeah, the band is very cool. They
Good
definitely have some time and some color and stuff into that. Yeah, and actually speaking of that, with our new house blend that we just brought in, we were deciding on the kind of band, and they started telling me the prices on the colors, and I'm like, black and white will work. Yeah, when they tell you how much they pay for these color bands, well, there's like 6 or 8, and there's probably 10 colors in this band.
Oh, all day. Yeah.
What they pay for these bands is no joke. So, they're paying 10, 12, 15 cents per band. Now, let me just give you an idea. On 1,000 cigars, that's $1,500. That's not or it's $150. I don't know. I can't do math right now.
Either way, it potentially could be a nice running car.
It's a very nice running car. Yes, for sure. So go see Ryan and get a nice running car for that kind of money because
Exactly.
when
Go with
they
a black
told
and
me
white band and then bring your extra cash.
when they told me the black and white band is closer to the 3 cent mark, I'm like, that's more in Rod's price range. I think we're going to stick with the black and white.
But your hat looks great. It's black and white.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the just very clean and
My two favorite
They look
colors.
good.
Well, I got gold on today, but blue, black, and white are the colors you'll see me in the most. It's I can't damage them. I can spill stuff on them like I did this morning, and you don't damage them.
Yep, you can't tell.
But we'll just hang tight, guys, for a little bit. We'll be we're going to smoke this down for about 20 or 30 minutes, and we'll come back and go through the flavors. But again, thanks, Ryan, for stopping in.
I appreciate you having me. I'm really
it's gonna
excited
be fun.
about this. Yeah,
we'll harass each other for a little bit, and then we'll be right back. So
all right.
Stay tuned. So we're probably about 30 minutes into this thing. And
fair to say.
So what would you say are the flavors coming out right now?
You know, you'd mentioned leather earlier, and that to me is real present. You know, people joke about that new car smell, the leather. You know, you smell it, you can almost taste it. That's exactly what this reminds me of. You get in that beautiful brand new car and take a big whiff, and that's the taste that comes out. It's real smooth, real flavorful.
That's not somebody's rear end. Depends on the car, right?
I've been crop dusted on a test drive. Okay, it's happened. That's a
I'm
real
sure
thing.
it has. You're like, I'm sitting in the back seat going, "Can you crack that window, please?"
No, it doesn't go down. Man, we're just enjoying it all.
Well, I'm tasting what you had for lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree. The leather. I'm still getting like a real nice spice to it. I've got some dark pepper, and I'm still getting a little bit of cocoa in the back of my palate.
Yep.
Just like when you retrohale, get that. I don't know. It's like it's definitely a heavy cocoa.
Yep. It's very good. That spice, like you know, talk about the baking side of it. You know, like spice cake. You know, that old school spice cake. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Just a lot of flavors dancing on your palate.
Also, let's talk about the smoke that we're getting off this thing. So the inhale on this thing, you're getting a lot of real easy draw.
Yes. Yep.
And
it's
then,
very, very well manicured cigar. It's you know, not too tight, not too loose. We were talking a little bit on the break.
Yeah.
You know, can you break down? I mean, I know, but I know a lot of people that are watching this video on my side of it, you don't really know. You know, this is a handmade cigar. You know, this is
100%.
hand rolled, handmade. So, can you go through what is in a cigar? I mean, people see this beautiful brown thing with the beautiful wrapper. What's inside of it?
Okay, so like this particular cigar, there's Nicaraguan, both the binder and the filler. So what they do is they take these you know, the tobacco leaves, and they twist them, and then they fold them over or break them and fold them over to about a length. We have a couple of friends of ours that actually will probably be rolling. I don't know if it's going to be this year here, but we've got a friend that rolls at another friend of mine's shop, and he was showing us. And again, you go to Nicaragua, they show you, and then all they do is after they do 3 or 4 different, sometimes it's different kinds of tobacco, sometimes it's just one kind, and then what they do is they take that and they roll that in a binder, and then most of the time, not always, most of the time they'll age that tobacco and the binder together. So what it is, it's it looks like a cigar, only it's kind of ugly because it's just wrapped in a secondary leaf.
Okay.
And then just before, you know, they ship, or if they want to age it with the, you know, the wrapper on there also, they put the pretty leaves on the outside. That's how they do that, and then they make it look really, really pretty to the layman like us.
Yep.
Because a lot of guys, if you ever been to like Miami or like Ybor City in Florida,
Yep.
where they roll them right on the street, a lot of those cigars are ugly.
Oh yeah, they are,
because they're rolling them right there
look
and
like
hand
kindling.
them to you, and you
Like,
light them.
I just bought a box of kindling for $150. What's going on here?
You're like, wow, that's ugly, but it tastes amazing.
Exactly.
And but a lot of guys won't buy cigars if they look like that because they're
all about curb appeal, right?
You got it. Yep. Yep. It's like you don't marry a woman that's butt ugly. They need to have some curb appeal. Like,
and the curb appeal in both these chairs is just overflowing.
Overflowing, yes. If we didn't have these pretty beards and the mustaches and things.
You know, I have an 8-year-old daughter. She always hassles me to color my beard. I should want to show her this video. My beard's never looked this dark sitting next to yours.
I know, right? Yeah, that's not age.
Winter came early. It snowed over here.
That's what happens when you have kids that continue to bombard you with knowledge.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Color.
We're calling knowledge?
Yeah.
Knowledge? All right.
Yeah, we don't call it stress.
Yeah, that's the word we use today.
Unrest and
Yeah.
and working 80 hours a week. We don't call
Yeah.
it that. That's knowledge.
Knowledge.
Is power.
Knowledge is power. That is a fact.
So yeah, but my father, if you ever go there, awesome factory. And then like the Asylum, the CLE factory, the Tetawai, which is part of my father. There's so many. The Drew Estate factory, awesome. If you go to any of those factories in Nicaragua, or you go to Dominican, or any of those places that make cigars, and see the fields and how they age the different piles and how they flip them, and how they tell you, you don't want to light a match in there because the fumes that are coming off that tobacco is just absolutely ignitable. And then you see these guys that climb around in these barns like spider monkeys, and you're going, there ain't no harnesses, bro.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, this is just awesome. Everything that goes into these, they are handmade. They're handmade by sometimes as little as 3 to 5 people, and as many as 200 touch.
Truly a labor of love, each of them.
100%.
That's what I like about it. There's so much work, to the finished product, and it's such an enjoyable thing.
Yeah, and if you ever watch the videos, actually, if you guys could jump on YouTube and watch the videos of how cigars rolled, and how it's an absolute art. How you could see the way that it's not hard, it's not soft, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
The amount of tobacco that's in there for the draw, all that thing. So it's amazing how these things are made.
One thing that I'm going to let everyone know watching this, and I mean, I enjoy cigars, and I've had cigars from all over this country and hundreds of different places, but your stuff is always absolutely perfect. Somebody that's going to go grab a couple cigars for the weekend bachelor party or the weekend golf, they don't know what they're grabbing. Maybe they're going by, the colors of the bands and the colors of the cigars and the size, the shape. They can be too crispy. They can be, I made that kindling
too
joke,
dry.
but truly, like,
Yeah, 100%.
you hear like a crunch, like almost a cereal bag, or it's very spongy, like it's, almost like a piece of yarn rolled in a cigar shape. But your stuff here is always on point and perfect. And that's one thing that's so enjoyable about anything in that humidor behind us.
It's powerful. I'm over anal when it comes to the temperature and the humidity, and I check it. My wife says too many times a day, but that's why you get an even burn on 95% of what because it's not just what comes from the factory, but it's also the amount of humidity and the temperature and all those things. Care of it. Yeah, 100%. Because I actually got just asked this yesterday. My middle brother came out, Tim, and he says, "Well, how long could you age a cigar?" And I said, "Indefinitely. If you keep the temperature and humidity right." Now it's called a sick period. There are sick periods that cigars go through. So if you get a cigar and it tastes like Dog Rocket, just put it back in. Not that one, but put the box back in. Yeah, put the box back in your humidor and let it sit for a couple more months, because it will come out of that sick period.
Okay.
It might taste like dog crap at that point, but if you put it back in, let it sit for a couple more months, 6 months or whatever. When you're aging cigars, you'll find out they will go through sick periods.
Okay.
So that's just a free commercial.
PSA on aging cigars. Right. I like them too enough. I never get to the aging process. They're always, I'm gonna leave it in here. It never stays. It always gets smoked.
Well, fortunately, my friends know I've got walk-in at home, and I used to have a ton of cigars in there, but owning a shop, I don't normally smoke out of this humidor. I smoke out of my personal one, and I'll break out some stuff that's been in there for 12 or 15 years. And
that's impressive.
That's why I have the amazing friends I have, because they like to hang out with me for all the stuff that I can give them.
The perks and the benefits.
No, you know what? And I love it. I really do. This is, we were just talking about that earlier. The community that you get in a cigar
Yes,
shop
absolutely.
is bar none. Listen, guys, when you come here, or in most cigar shops, not all, most cigar shops, there is no walk of life, there is no color, there is no nothing. You walk in here and it's a community. Once you show that you smoke a cigar, you are automatically admitted into the country club, and it's amazing the amount of people that I meet, and they walk in feeling like, well, I was told it's a cool place, and within 15 minutes they're like, man, this is my jam.
It's like family.
So it is
Yep.
absolutely. It's
So
a community. It's a family, and it's like a country club. It really is.
Absolutely.
For cigar smokers.
And a lot of people, like I said, on my side of it, first time, your location is as prime as it's ever going to get. It's in Davison. It's just off I-69, just around the corner from Menards and Black Rock. It's a beautiful, leather couches. There's a massage chair. There's big screens. I mean, this is a fantastic, fantastic place.
It is. It's cool.
It really is.
I'm very blessed to have what I have, and it's cool because the people I met, the people I meet, owning the place, and because of what we do like this,
Yep.
having fun and just
Yep.
really just cutting up and enjoying a good cigar together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about. But guys, we'll come back on our final third and tell you what our flavors are, and we'll try not to go as long this time, but just enjoying some time with my friend here, Ryan. And again, thanks again for stopping by.
Hey, appreciate it,
We'll
man.
be right back with you. Hang tight, guys. All right, so we've definitely smoked the hell out of this thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying that as far as the flavor, we're still getting the same flavors down the way through. How about you?
Yeah, for sure. You'd mentioned cocoa earlier, big time. If anybody out there's had a no-bake cookie, that real heavy cocoa flavor.
Yep.
I mean, that's all the way down to the end. One of my little, I guess, review pieces that I always do with cigars is like the hot knuckle test. I'll take a cigar right down to where the knuckles are a little warm, and I mean, the flavor's still there. It's still consistent. The burn is still pretty much flawless.
Yeah.
It's great smoke.
Also, I want to remind everybody about every 3 or 4 draws in, blow through the cigar, because that purges, it keeps the ammonia from building up in your cigar. I know I mentioned that on a lot of the videos, but that just it keeps the flavor true all the way through the cigar. So remember to do that. But yeah, as long as you're doing that, this thing it's burning flawlessly. The flavor's been pretty solid all the way through.
Yeah, it's a great smoke.
It's been awesome.
It's phenomenal.
And again, guys, we are Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge, 1086 North Irish Road in Davison, Michigan. And we're just about a half a mile north of 69 on the east side of the road, or the right side of the road for all those of you that don't know.
Directionally challenged. Never
Yeah.
eat soggy waffles. Where am I going?
Right. That's exactly the way it works. But come by and check us out, guys. We're having, again, my father event Friday the 25th. There'll be a food truck here. It'll be a good time, a fellowship, and fun. 15% off for everybody that comes out. And again, Ryan, thanks for dropping in. Always,
Man, I really appreciate it. This is a fantastic one. This will be available at that event, correct?
Yes,
It won't be
100%.
available until that time.
Right. So
That's-
we're gonna keep it off of the shelf because I know it'll go too fast. So we're gonna keep it off the shelf until Friday, and then we'll keep it on the shelf after that. So just a FYI. But there's gonna be just a massive amount of my father's cigars to choose from.
Okay.
Multiple boxes. I brought in, I don't know, 28 boxes or 32 boxes or something. I don't know. My wife could tell you because she saw the bill. But
Always
brought
happens,
in
right? They see the
plenty
bill.
for everybody. So please come out and check us out. And thanks again for stopping in today, guys. I really appreciate you guys pushing the like button and all that other stuff. I don't get into all that,
Yeah,
but
share, like,
share, yeah.
double tap, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, double tap, whatever. Again, Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge, guys. I'm Rod.
Ryan Page,
Have a great day, guys.
thank you.